Hi guys. Oh my god, look at the view. This is welcome back to my video, another video. Don't only welcome Sally Shidley. I just have to do the dang put the dog, but not like I'm the outside. Okay, how can I say? Jimmy va horn. I think they'll cover contrastedly. Akila, a mile anchor. Conchadley is Shadley. Okay, you Tanadley. Ajihiro Atani delay. Honduras young country did Honduras name. I don't think I have uploaded last time. Like I've got so many feedback and I got so many positive comments from the people, which really means a lot to me. And like consider myself that I'm not alone. I have so many people who wanted to support me, so many people who want to watch my videos, also, which I am so very much grateful about it. Thank you so much everybody. Today is about my job, about how other people who want to work on cruise line like seeing this view every time, which you have not seen before. So there are so many people asking me how to get this job. That was loud. Back to the topic. There are so many people asking me how I get my job, how did you crack the interview, how did you find your job, like this cruise line. So there are so many questions, not only YouTube, there are only few, but in Instagram, so many people like sent me personal message, right? And they requested me how things were, a lot of people. So for them, I believe they will be able to come back and check this video again, because I am not able to like get a proper time to send them personal message because of the network issues, right? On board, we do not have enough internet. There are specific days, but we do have internet, but it's more expensive, so we cannot like spend or purchase internet every day because it's expensive. Really, it's around like $4. So converted into Indian rupees, it's gonna be a lot of money, like in a day, in 24 hours. So which is the reason I cannot stay online every time, so I want to like share this to the people who were curious about this job. Number one, how I get this job is I was in Mumbai, right? I applied online. You need to create a profile, your own profile, which including your resume, you have to upload that and then put a photocopy, all the details, your information such as name, last name, your date of birth, your position, in everything. You put it there. That's what I do in my time, okay? And then I was shortlisted, got an email interview on this specific date. So I just waited to select that the date which I can be available, and I took my off, which I actually was not about to go because I was tired and stuff. There's so many backstories. They also asked a lot about my job. I see there are so many people, just different like section. They were questioning a lot to them. For me, it was just like about like 10 to 15 minutes, to be honest. And then they asking me about where I worked before, how you work, what do you do before. And I said I was a restaurant service associate. And then also I have an experience in a receptionist as well, and in this particular hotel. And they were really impressive. The reason because it was a reputed company, a 5-star hotel in Mumbai. He was saying like, you know what, I'm not gonna let you come again this place. I would rather take an interview through online. And he asked me again my email account, and then he sent me a link on this specific day, this day, okay? So you need to get ready and you should be available. So that's gonna be the last round for you. If you select that, you are good to go. And I was like, okay, that was pretty quick. I did the interview online, which was, I was literally working, and during my break, I woke up, like instead of sleeping, I did the interview during my like 2.5 hours break. But I was freaking nervous. I went to the washroom and there's a lot of space, and the time that I I did my interview with like only few people, but there's a couple of people who's the washroom, the steward, they were behind me and making noises, and I told them then please stay quiet for a while. I am having an interview because I do not have enough time. That's why I'm so sorry. And then she was like, oh okay, I'm so sorry, and she to give me some space, she stopped her job for a while, giving me like a chances to finish the interview, and I cracked it. I finished it. So after I finished, I got back to my work again because I did not have enough time, right? And luckily or unexpectedly, they did not ask me a lot of things about my job already, but instead they're asking related to guest services, like how I am gonna dealing with the guests, how I'm gonna do any again. I cannot talk. Guest related, like guest services. How you're gonna deal with the guests, because in hospitality there are so many conflicts with the guests, right? Guests are always right. So after 15 days, I think that the other day I was off and I was just sitting alone in the room after my dinner. It was around 8:40 something, I still remember, and I still have the offer letter, the job offer letter. That was like crazy. It was so exciting, and I got an email, like a notification pop up, and I'm like, what the heck? I just dropped my phone like on the floor, and I'm like, I cannot believe myself because so surreal. I was like, no, is this really happening to me? Because I didn't even realize, because the question that they asked me was, I was not expecting that they're gonna ask me regarding that, because that's my like the second time interview in my life, really. First interview was like when I was just started my work job in my life, and the second was that's the one. So what I expecting was they will be asking a lot of questions about work, like about restaurants, about drinks, about food and stuff like that, right? Well, they did ask me on the first day, which I went for a walk-in interview, but that was not much. However, I was still expecting they might be asking again the same thing on online interview, but it was not. Then I freaked out because it was so surreal, like I've said, and then I got it. So that's how I get my job, okay? And then I also would like to mention you regarding the question that they ask you. You don't know what question exactly they're gonna ask, right? Because I've already experienced, like I've said. So it can be any questions. It can be a silly question. But the first thing you need to do is please make sure you practice and you try to have a good communication, improve yourself, work out, and then it's gonna be really, really helpful. They might not asking a very tough question or technical question, but they can just end up with like checking your communication skills, and you might end up just hired. So you know what I mean, communications, all right? That's the main key. Yeah, to be honest, I'm just in love with this view. So pretty, right? There you go. I have to go back to my work. I just literally came here to make this video for you, for everybody, right? With that being said, I also wanted to add up. I forgot to add up while I was vlogging outside. What I wanted to add up is regarding the communications, guys. Like, it's not about how many years or how many months you have experience in any kinds of your job. The best tip, I should say, giving to you, let me give an example. My cousin, she worked in the hotel, the place where I used to work before. I gave a reference to her, and then she was working for just 1 month, exact 1 month, and to be honest, she did not even get her salary, the 1 month salary, because I know she's a very patient, she's very like consistent person, she's very enthusiastic. Not because she's my cousin and I'm praising her, but I'm trying to motivate everybody who literally wanted to work in the cruise line, okay? Just for you guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not that person who praise anybody. Simply, I didn't do that, to be honest. What's good, I said it's good. I'm very fair enough right now, working for 1 month, like I've said, and then like she don't give up. I know the schedule was crazy, but she literally looked for a job and she went for interview on the second week, and guess what, she has a good communication skills. At the same time, she know how to speak Hindi as well. And then guess what? She got selected, and she it's not a cruise but in airlines. What she told us was she was with so many competitors and they have a lot of experience in so many hotels, like more than she was. She was 19, I guess, the first time she started working, and then so many experienced people was there and she got it. So the main point is you just need to have a good communication. It doesn't matter how many years you've been working. If you do not have good communication skills, you might end up, going back to your old workplace again, right? So that is the reason why I want you to push, to make sure you practice yourself in daily conversation. Come on, guys. It like just a matter of like a little effort that you put will make a huge differences. In the previous video that you already seen, some people still complaining or maybe talking negativity that I speak in English rather than speaking my own dialect, right? But like I've said, I don't care much. That person is not going to help me in my workplace to communicate with my guests in my job, right? So come on, don't like think too much backward. It's gonna help you a lot to you. Trust me on this, and then you'll just keep sparkling, keep shining. So yeah, that's what I want to add up. You have no idea how much it means to me and how appreciated I am for your support. And yes, shout out to the people who keep coming back and checking my video, watching my video, and giving the feedback. And of course, I see a lot of people share my videos as well, which so many subscribers increasing, and I cannot thank enough. Thank you very much. Have a good day wherever you are. Good night, and whatever you do, take care. Bye bye.